Today is April 12th, 2009. My name is Errol Coder, and you are watching Planetary Television.
I'd like to talk to you about some exciting events that are happening over in Mars. It's in regards to some recent findings by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. Basically, just to quickly review for those of you that are unaware of what's happening, um, I'm basically talking about data hot from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter's Mars Climate Sounder. The Mars Climate Sounder is an instrument that stares off of Mars' limbs to take profiles of atmospheric properties like temperature, pressure, and dust abundance. It's not as easy as that, of course. What they measure directly is the brightness of the atmosphere at several near and mid-infrared wavelengths. And they have to do mathematical modeling to extract the information that they're really looking for. Now, in this first image, we're basically seeing the temperature of the atmosphere high above the ground, about 20 to 40 kilometers elevation. 2 weeks ago, Mars looked typical for the season, with a very cold spot at the North Pole and otherwise fairly uniform temperature that don't change a whole lot from day to night. The map on the left represents Mars Climate Sounder's observations of the day side of Mars in the local afternoon, as the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter ascended in the orbit around Mars. The map on the right is a plot of the observations gathered as Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter descended on the night side. Blue and red dots mark the locations of Opportunity and Spirit rovers, respectively. So, Opportunity is blue, Spirit is red. The temperature measurements come from the A3 detector, which is centered on a wavelength of 15.4 microns, where carbon dioxide is a strong absorber. There is a strong northern polar cold region, the North Polar Vortex, and otherwise fairly uniform temperatures around 180 to 190 kelvins, or minus 90 to 80 Celsius. There are a few warmer spots near latitude of 50 north and 50 south. 1 week ago, the story was quite different. Well, approximately a week and a half. The south was heating dramatically every day and cooling off at night, the likely result of dust getting lofted high into Mars' atmosphere. There are hot spots in the north too, probably a result of changing atmospheric circulation patterns that are making air descend in the north. Now, a week later, the whole south is almost uniformly hot. Check out how much the South Pole has warmed, indicating the dust has spread all the way there. It definitely qualifies as a planet encircling event. Still, the warming and presumably the dust is sticking to a region that appears to be south of both rovers, which is good news, especially for Spirit, because if you notice, generally around the area where Spirit is, the temperature is still a high 300 to 400 degrees. Now, since March 30th, dust has remained confined to the southern hemisphere. It has spread all the way to the pole and to negative 20 degrees south. It is now fairly uniform in longitude except at the northern extent of heating. The dust is now planet encircling. In the north, the dynamical heating is now at all latitudes, does show some preference for the meridian and 180 degree regions. It is not as warm as the peak. There is some indication that there is a high, partly thin, hazing of dust in the northern hemisphere since the middle of the previous week. What's odd about the April 7th data, which is the last image here, is that the warming in the southern hemisphere was previously only a daytime phenomenon. Is now happening at night too. What could be causing this? Emily Lakdawala of the Planetary Society asked David Cass, which is one of the project leaders, and he had told her that they don't know yet, or they don't even understand what has suddenly made the nighttime temperatures warmer. This has only happened since the weekend, well, last weekend, he said, and it developed quickly. We have some speculative possibilities, he said. The most likely so far is significant additional dust at very high altitudes, but it's going to take some work and modeling to determine the actual cause and what else might be contributing. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for this special Dusty Mars update. This coming week, we'll be revealing the new high-rise images being produced from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. We will also be bringing in our new staff member. His name is Andrew Reeves. He's going to be actually taking care of our Mars Climate Sounder weather update. So he's going to be a new weather guy. So everyone, please give him a warm welcome. Also, as a reminder, on April 16th, or approximately April 16th, the Cassini spacecraft is going to be doing a flyby of Saturn's moon Titan. So those are going to be some interesting images that we're going to look out for. And Planetary Radio or Planetary Television is going to go ahead and bring them to you. We will be revealing to you any new updates from the Mars exploration rovers, both Opportunity and Spirit. Today, which is going to be Monday, April 13th, Matt Kaplan of the Planetary Society is going to be running his next Planetary Radio podcast at the Planetary Society, basically the planetary.org/radio. Once the Planetary Radio is posted, we're going to go ahead and bring out our video version that people have known us for. Alright, if anyone has any questions, please leave me a comment or send a message, and I will read them online and answer them as best I can. Alright, my name is Errol Coder, this is Planetary Television, and I'd like to thank you all. Keep looking up.